Okay, 6th graders, let's go through the pretest. Number 1 says show your work. So you have to show 11 times negative 8. 11h means 11 times h. Anytime you have a number right next to a variable, it means what? Times. It means multiply them. And then it tells you that h equals negative 8. So you put negative 8 in instead of h and do 11 times negative 8. Don't use x for times. You can use a dot or parentheses. Kaden.
Well, what's the person use an x as a time symbol?
Then circle the x and write right underneath it, don't use x for times.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad we rehearsed this. Number 2. Brant has a large container of lemonade. He only has 4 cups of lemonade left. He already drank 3 cups, gave 5 cups to friends, and spilled 2 cups. So there are a number of different ways that you can get to this answer. It says he has 4 cups left, and so you could work backwards and kind of rewind everything. He has 4 cups left. Instead of spilling 2 cups, you can think of it going in backwards motion. Plus 2 cups. And instead of giving 5 cups away, you would add 5 cups. And instead of drinking 3 cups, it's coming out of your mouth. Oh.
Yeah, the only way I know how to do that is.
So, that's one way, is to think about working backwards. And sometimes, stop talking please, when I'm teaching you. Sometimes working backwards is the best strategy to use when you're solving a problem like this. Alright? Another method you could use is guess and check. You could start with a number. Just start with a number like 12, 20, or 14, for example, and then work through the problem. He already drank 3 cups, so minus 3. He gave 5 cups to friends, so minus 5. And spilled 2 cups. And what is he left with? 4. So if you subtracted those numbers and got 4 at the end, then you know you started with the right number. So by guessing and checking, that can help you to figure it out. Okay? Working backwards, guessing and checking are probably the best 2 ways, in this case, to solve this problem. Okay? Danny?
Just adding them all up.
Yes. And really, adding them up is a way of working backwards, because instead of subtracting 3, you're adding 3. Instead of subtracting 5, you're adding 5. Instead of subtracting 2, you're adding 2. So by adding them all up, okay? You just need to be careful that it's describing something that is subtraction. If you're adding, it may have said, what if it said, he drank 3 cups, but got 5 cups given to him by friends. Then those 2 are opposite operations. And so you have to be careful when you're reading it that it's describing, or you have to figure out what operation it is describing. Okay? Any questions on that one? Number 3. Write a story that the graph could show. So this is a graph showing time and speed. Speed is increasing to a point, and then it starts to decrease, and then increase again. So, what might it be describing? Autumn?
Shrek rode a broom really fast and went down fast.
Okay, part of it's correct. But the speed is increasing.
I was driving down the freeway and I turned into a neighborhood, so I had to slow down and then I got.
Okay, so you had to slow down and then speed back up. Good. Yep.
The airplane is increasing speed, then waiting for an okay to take off. Then it is going, the speed to shoot up into the sky.
Okay, but does it show what about the decreasing?
Yeah, it's waiting to go off.
Oh, I see. So on the runway it goes, and then it pauses, and then it slows down, and then it goes up again. Good. Yes.
A bike going down a hill on a fast speed and a bike going on another hill slowing down a little bit. Then back down the hill and speed.
All right. Good. Yep. So going up and down a hill.
And I slid down a slide and then I climbed up the slide and then I slid down a long distance.
All right. So at the top slid down a slide, then started climbing up the slide. And as you're getting to the top, you're maybe slowing down because you're getting tired. And then slide down the slide again. Very good. Yep. I use the example of maybe a skateboarder on a half pipe.
Oh.
Okay, going down, increasing the speed, and then slowing down as they're going up the other side, and then increasing the speed again. Or a bouncing ball. Okay, it's increasing the speed, and then it hits the bottom, and then it decreases the speed as it's going up. And then it falls, and so it increases the speed again. Okay? So those are examples of changing speed. One of the ones that you may have to know is time over distance. So it's important that you pay attention to what is being graphed. Okay? Number 4. Using the coordinate plane, and there are some points that are graphed. What are the coordinates of point C? The coordinates. This is called an ordered pair. It's a pair of numbers, and they're in a certain order. What is the first number? What is the letter that's associated with the first number? Catherine?
X.
X refers to how far right or left from 0. So this is just like a number line. Starting at 0, an ordered pair is written as X, comma, Y. So what is the coordinates of point C? What are the coordinates of point C, Grace?
1, -1.
Yep, 1, -1, because starting at 0, you'd move 1 to the right, which is 1, and down 1, which is -1. Ordered pairs also always have to be in parentheses. And they have to be separated by a comma. So check their ordered pair and make sure that it's written in parentheses and separated with a comma. Correct. Yep. Then it says, what quadrant is point C in? It's in quadrant 4. The quadrants are 1, Roman numeral 1, so it's written with an I. Yes, for I you do, otherwise it looks like a 1. And 2, IV. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 4. 2. And then 3. And 4. If they didn't put the lines over them, please do that. Put those lines over the numbers. Okay? Number 5. This is one that we did earlier. Sam earns $25 per hour solving computer problems. Make a table relating 1 to 5 hours to the amount of money he earns. Write an equation for the function. A function is an equation. And graph the data. Then answer the question, how many hours did Sam work to earn $300? So, first you had to fill in the chart. Okay? So check the numbers, 50, 75, 100, 125. Then you had to graph those dots. Okay? Now, you could also draw a line. That would be fine to draw a line. You didn't have to on this one. Okay? Then, it says, how many hours did Sam work to earn $300? Using the pattern, you would find that 12 hours times 25 would equal $300. So 12 hours is the answer. And if you wrote an equation, it's extra credit. Okay? The equation would look like this. If H equals hours, and E equals the amount of money earned, then E equals H times 25. So you'd have to use variables and write an equation for the situation. Yes?
My person only did this thingy, and didn't do an answer.
So then, -1, they didn't write 12 hours. Okay. Any questions on that? Okay, let's go to the other side. We had to fix number 6. Because instead of dog names, they put cat names, but we changed it to dog names. Max is 2 years younger than Ira's dog. How old is Ira's dog? So you have to think about what the situation is, okay? When you read this, please stop and think on the test. Max is 2 years younger than Ira's dog. So Max is younger. 3 is 2 less than the number. So 5 years old. Ira's dog is 5 years old. Okay. Number 7. This is another one that challenges your thinking a little bit. Luis. Look, just wait. Luis wears a size 6 shoe. Based on the graph of the other students, what is the most likely Luis's height? Size 6 shoe. Then they list. So between 5 and 7 would be size 6, right? Halfway between 5 and 7. Okay? So you're looking for something that is halfway between 5 and 7. If size 7 is about 58 or 57, and size 5 is about 48 or 47, yeah, maybe 48 or 49. So that's about 9 or 10 points. And so what we're doing is trying to find the number between 57, and 48. Okay? Anywhere in between, but it should be in the middle in between. So it's really a range between 50 and 55. Okay? It should be a range between 50 and 55. So I would accept 52 to 53. It can't be higher than 58. Maybe 54 or 51, but it has to be more than 50.
Maybe 50.
No, that would be too, that's just one little tick up. All right? It'd have to be higher than 50, wouldn't it? Because that's just one small amount. Yeah, between 50 and 55. So between those numbers is 51, 52, 53, and 54. All right? Andrew.
My person wrote Steve, Carla, and maybe Paula.
No, we're looking for what is the most likely Luisa's height.
Okay.
Okay? What is most likely Luisa's height? Yes.
No, not
But the estimate should
number
be
9.
between. Oh, okay.
You're looking.
All right, all right. Number 8. Now, in this one we have to put a number in, but it says we can simplify the expression first. Do you remember when we talked about simplifying expressions? 8 C's plus 3 C's. Can we add those together? If you had 8 C's over here and 3 C's, can you add the C's together first? Yeah. That's called combining like terms. Combining terms that are the same. So 8 C's plus 3 C's are 11 C's when we add those together. So 11C, but we still have minus 14 or plus negative 14. First do 11 times C. And what does C equal to? Use what number? Negative 9. So 11 times negative 9 is negative 99 minus 14. So plus negative 14. Negative 113. Okay? And you should show your work. Any questions on this one? Danny? No? Any other questions? Any questions? All right, let's do the last one. Krista.
For the last one, I got
Oh, yeah, let me go through it first, okay? So, in this one, it says complete the chart to represent the bar graph. Now, we're going to have to estimate because these are not exact numbers again. So we're looking for a range of numbers. You have to pay attention to the key. The darker shade is Rutledge Road, and the lighter shade is Lawrence Lane. Then it says for Maple, we have to fill in a range of numbers that would equal those. So, Rutledge Road range between 30 and 40. So maybe 35. It's a little bit past So 36 to 37 might be the best range.
38.
38, I would accept 38 as well on the high
What
side.
about 39?
39,
No.
it's, when you look in between here, it's just
Yeah.
past halfway. Okay? So 38 is really on the high side of that estimate. Okay? Then, a range for Lawrence Lane. And Lawrence Lane is just over the 40. So 41 is really on the low range of that. And maybe 44, but it's not even halfway to 50. So 45 is not a good estimate. 41 to 44. Raise your hand and wait. Okay. Then for oak, again, we should be look as closely as possible. It's almost halfway between 50 and 60. So 53. I would accept 52 on the low range, but it's not halfway. So 55 is probably too high. All right? You know, actually 55 is maybe on the high side of that. It's definitely not over halfway. So I would accept 55. Okay? Then, the second line is right at 50. So that one needs to be right on 50. Okay?
33.
Okay.
Is what number that is? 4 points?
Yes, 4 points. 4 separate points. Okay? 4 points. We're estimating on each one. Putting in the numbers in the right places. Okay? So, any questions on the concepts from the pretest? Any questions on the concepts?